Well, hello there, everyone. It is so great to be with you on Inspirations for Your Life. Uh, Another great master topic this week. If this is your very first time joining me, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you. And of course, I want to say the words welcome. So it's great to have you here. You're always welcome here. And on top of that, if you have been here one time, five times, 10 times, 100, or maybe even more, I want to take the opportunity to say not only thank you and welcome, but I also want to say the words welcome back. Yes, welcome back. It is so great to be with you here on the Inspirations for Your Life show. And yeah, another great master topic. By the way, we start on Saturday, we roll all the way through the week on, we finish up on a Friday. Something brand new for JCM Academy is we have launched the A Day in the Life with John, which I do typically on Mondays and Thursdays. And then at the end of the day, it gets broadcasted out live. It's about an 11 to 15-minute show, pretty short, but it gives you a glimpse of things I'm doing during the day. And I kind of give you like what's happening, kind of like ins and outs of things. So it's really, really cool. Don't forget, guys, to check out believemeachieve.com, of course, for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. Now, you can do that at believemeachieve.com. And if you're thirsty, if you're hungry, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to grab yourself something. Maybe that's a drink, maybe it's a snack, or what it is. Um, Feel free to grab that and come on back. All right. So let's go ahead, guys, and kick this show off. You ready? I know I am. All right. So this is Inspirations for Your Life, in case you guys did not know that. This is the daily motivational show. The master weekly topic is master your choices before they master you. How to stop overthinking. Series 5, Show 31, episode number 4. Welcome to Inspirations for Your Life. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student at Montclair State University, passionate lifelong learner, and so grateful now to be a published author. Have you ever spent so much time thinking about a decision that you never actually made one? Overthinking often disguises itself as preparation, but in reality, it can steal opportunities, delay progress, and create unnecessary stress. Today, I'm exploring 30 practical principles that will help you think with purpose, take action with confidence, and stop allowing hesitation to control your future. Are you ready? Let's get started. Number one, action always beats hesitation. Thinking has value, but action creates pure results. Progress begins the moment you take the first step. So let's take it. Number two, don't chase certainty. You'll rarely have every answer before making a decision. That's a fact. Learn to move forward with confidence, even when some uncertainty remains within you. Number three, progress beats perfection. Waiting for perfect conditions often delays meaningful progress. Improvement comes through action, not perfection. Number four, focus on today. Don't become overwhelmed by tomorrow. Give your attention to what you can accomplish right now. Trust yourself. You've overcome challenges before. Believe in your ability to learn, adapt, and make good decisions. Number six, simplify your choices. Too many options create confusion. Narrow your focus and make the best decision with the information you have right now. I think that's a skill that a lot of people wish they had, but for whatever reason, they just don't seem to want to master it. Number seven, let go of that false evidence appearing real. Yep, let go of fear. Fear often imagines problems that never happen. Don't allow imagined obstacles to stop real progress. Number eight, replace doubt with action. Confidence grows through doing, not wondering. Every positive action weakens self doubt. I think that's something a lot of us here need to understand and need to be doing is that we need to know how that works. Um, we need to realize that's a very important thing. All right. Positive action is the key. But sometimes, people, they say, well, it always happens this way to me. And as much as I want to motivate somebody, say, look, you don't do that. I can't make you stop doing that if you don't want to stop doing that. Okay. Um, so that's a real important thing. What I want to tell you is that positivity is not overrated, but sometimes your positivity will get, how can I say, crushed because of your past experiences. Don't let that happen, guys. Do not let that happen. I cannot express that to you even more. Do not let that happen. So I think it's important that a lot of people just get that from the get go and they understand, what it's about. And I think that's a very important thing. But again, I'm going to tell you that this does not happen overnight. You've got to get comfortable, guys. When something gets out of your wheelhouse, you're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And that kind of puts us into this mode like, oh my gosh, like, what do I do now? Right. Number nine, learn from experience. I think that's an important one. All right. Every decision teaches something valuable. Let experience guide you instead of that false evidence appearing real, which I know many of us see every day, but we really have to move forward. We have to move past it. And that's the key, guys. We have to move past it. Number 10, please stay present. Overthinking often comes, how do I say this? From worrying about the future. Stay focused on today's opportunities. All right. I know you might say, well, gee, I'm waiting for something else. Well, still do the best you can. I think sometimes people just get, how can I say, on the wrong track because they lose confidence in themselves. Because the situation in the past didn't work right doesn't mean the next situation's going to work that way. But if you keep thinking it is, then you're going to bring that on again. Number 11, guys, learn how to build confidence through action. Action. Every completed task strengthens your belief in yourself. Action creates momentum. Number 12, stop imagining failure. Don't spend your energy creating negative outcomes in your mind because that's what will happen. Focus on what's possible instead. Instead. I think that's a real I think that's a real important thing to understand. Number 13, focus on solutions. Problems deserve attention, but solutions deserve your energy. Look for your next positive step. Your next positive step. Number 14, think with a purpose. Direct your thoughts toward growth, learning, and progress instead of unnecessary worry. Number 15, guys, avoid unnecessary worry. I know a lot of you are saying to me, John, I don't worry. But maybe you're not worrying in your head, but you're actually creating that worry. And see, that worry actually winds up bringing things into your life that you basically don't want. And I know what you're saying to me. I know you're saying to me, John, like it's not possible, right? It's not possible. But I'm here to tell you that it is very, very, very possible when you believe. When you believe. All right. If you don't do something and suddenly something goes the wrong way, then how do you get from point A to point B? Well, you're just going to find yourself lost, right? And that loss comes and you're like, "Oh my gosh, what do I do now?" Right? And it gets worse. So worry rarely improves tomorrow. It usually steals today's peace and unfortunately your productivity. Yeah. Number 16, stay mentally strong no matter what you do. A strong mind doesn't ignore challenges. It faces them head on with confidence and chooses progress over panic. Strength grows every time you refuse to quit. Number 17, learn to decide right now. Learn to decide right now. Decision making improves with practice. Trust yourself to make thoughtful choices instead of waiting for perfect certainty. I know a lot of people that, they think certainty is the way to go. And they're like, well, I'm not going to do anything because I'm not getting anywhere, right? I'm not getting anywhere. And I think that's something that, again, a lot of people, for whatever reason, they just don't understand. Um, they don't understand like what that means. And I want to tell you that this is something that you definitely can do in your life. All right. And I say this to you in all heart that it comes down to the fact that you can do these things, right? But sometimes people just they get lost in this way. And then it's like, oh my gosh, like what am I supposed to do now? Right? What am I supposed to do? And I think that hurts a lot of people because they think that if they do something a certain way, it's going to be this way. But I'm here to tell you it's not like that. You have to become the person you want to be. All right. If you don't do that, then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do now? And I'm here to tell you that what you're supposed to do now is to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And I know that sounds hard for a lot of people, but believing is the key. Believing is the key. I know that's wild, but I'm here to tell you that it's absolutely the truth. All right. It's the truth. Number 18, please keep moving. Don't let hesitation keep you standing still. Even a small step forward is better than no step at all. We have to realize that our progress comes from our thoughts, and our thoughts create action that allow us to move forward. Sometimes, though, we're like, wait a minute, I can't go anywhere. But really, you can. It's just your mind's like tricking you and saying, you can't do this, but really, you can do it. You are so powerful, guys. So powerful. So powerful that if you tell yourself no, you're not going to do something. Okay. You're going to like basically sabotage yourself from achieving it. Number 19, every decision teaches. Every choice provides feedback. Success builds confidence. While mistakes build wisdom, both will move you forward. And I think that's important to know that when we have a mistake, let's not gloat about it. Let's not make, oh my gosh, I made the mistake. Let's say, okay, this is what happened to me. Now let's move from there, right? Let's move from there. I think that's a very very important thing for us to be aware of. Number 20, guys, please, 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 no matter what you do, I ask you to please stay positive. Your mindset shapes your perspective. Looking for possibilities instead of problems makes better decisions easier. I think that's a real win, isn't it? Yeah. Number 21, build momentum. One completed action naturally leads to another one. Momentum turns small victories into meaningful progress. But sometimes we look for progress too quickly, like, oh, if I don't get this, then I guess I can't go anywhere, right? I can't go anywhere if this one thing. But I'm here to tell you that you can go somewhere if you believe in yourself. Okay. If you believe in yourself, that's pretty cool, guys, right? And I will tell you that that's an important piece that maybe you don't want to know about, but I'm here to tell you that it's going to make a big, big difference for you. Okay. A big difference that can change how you're doing something. All right. But it doesn't happen overnight. So turn those small victories into meaningful progress. 22. Stay disciplined. Discipline keeps us moving when motivation fades. I've told you before, motivation will fade based on your moods. Based on your moods. Right? But discipline stays all the time. All the time. Consistent action always outperforms occasional inspiration. I think that's what we're comparing. We're comparing occasional inspiration, and that's a really big thing to understand. Number 23. Please, ladies and gentlemen, improve your day. Small improvements may seem significant, but over time, they create remarkable results. Never stop becoming better. You always can become better, but just because you're not certain at everything doesn't mean that you can't move forward. Okay, I think that's an important thing. It's important. It's really, really important. Number 24, guys, think clearly. Avoid letting assumptions or emotions cloud your judgment. Clear thinking produces confident decisions. When we're grounded, when we take our time, there's a big difference, a very big difference. But we have to be grounded. Number 25, act intentionally. Choose your actions with purpose. Intentional decisions keep you focused on what truly matters. Sometimes we may change our priorities for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes we may just tweak them a tiny bit. But the most important thing is that when we have our priorities, we need to be intentional with them. We need to be disciplined. Otherwise, we may get them done and we may not. And when we don't get them done, it actually causes our confidence to fade each time we don't do something. And that's not good for moving forward. Number 26, guys, trust the process. I know the process can be long sometimes, but we have to trust that process. That's probably a real important thing that I could tell you. We have to trust the process. All right. We have to trust the process. Meaningful progress takes time. Stay committed even when results aren't immediately visible. Again, that's pretty powerful, guys. That we can do stuff like that, right? But how do we make progress when this happens, right? I think that's a lot. I think that's something that a lot of people like they just don't get it. They think one way, but then they just don't get it. So that's an important piece I want to tell you. Like a very important piece. But I get that sometimes it doesn't go where we want it to go. it doesn't go where we want it to go. And that can cause problems for us, and it can actually cause problems for other people, right? I think that's an important thing that we need to realize, right? We need to realize what that means to us and what it means to others, right? Do we know what that means? Maybe not. Maybe not. But it's important to understand so that we can have a better life. Because you see, when we talk about being committed, when the results aren't visible, we sometimes want to give up and we can't. We have to have blind faith. Consistency always pays off. It just takes time. Number 27. Please, ladies and gentlemen, believe in yourself. Trust your ability to learn, to adapt, and overcome challenges. Self-belief grows stronger every time you keep moving forward. I don't care if you take one little tiny step, baby step, as long as it's consistent, you're going to keep moving forward. You're going to have success. Consistency and structure. That's what I said, guys. Number 28. Courage defeats overthinking. Courage doesn't eliminate uncertainty. It helps you move forward despite it. Every courageous step weakens hesitation. Every courageous step weakens hesitation. I think that's an important piece, guys. A very important piece. Because if we don't get that one concept, then it'll be like, what happened? Like, why am I going this way? Why is this doing this to me? Like, what's happening to me? Right? I think that's important to actually to understand like how that works or why that works that way. I think that's a very important thing to know. So every courageous step weakens the hesitation that we might be having. Number 29, keep growing, ladies and gentlemen. Every challenge, every lesson, and every decision creates another opportunity to improve your life. Growth is a lifelong journey. So don't just think that because today didn't work, tomorrow's not going to work either. Sometimes it takes a few times. But it's our discipline and attitude that gets us through. You might have heard before, our attitude determines our altitude, and that's exactly correct. Number 30, action creates results. Thinking prepares you, but action changes your life. The future belongs to those who are willing to take the next step. The next step. Okay? Not 2 steps past it, just the next step. In closing today, I want to let you know that overthinking often convinces us that waiting is safer than acting. So we procrastinate and we just stop. But real confidence is built through true experience, not hesitation, not procrastination. Every decision you actually make is an opportunity to learn, to improve, and move closer to the life you've always wanted. Don't settle. Don't allow fear, false evidence appearing real, doubt, or perfectionism to keep you from taking action, because it will if you let it. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to know every answer before taking the first step. That's what so many people do, and they're like wondering why this is happening. It's because people think they've got to wait to know every answer, and you don't need to wait to know every answer. Please, ladies and gentlemen, trust yourself. Stay focused on your progress and keep making thoughtful decisions. The more you learn to act with purpose and intention, the more confidence you'll build, and the easier it becomes to move forward when new opportunities appear. I think that's something that a lot of us need to know, right? A lot of us need to embrace that, to know that we're not alone, to know that just because I don't have the answer today doesn't mean I can't move forward. It doesn't mean that I can't grow. Doesn't mean that I can't become a better person. Do it anyway, right? I thank you so very much for joining me on another amazing episode of Inspirations for Your Life. Of course, by now you know I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student, passionate lifelong learner at Montclair State University, and so grateful now to be a published author. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I ask you to please stop letting overthinking hold you back. Make the choice to think with real purpose, act with confidence, and remember that the future you want is built by the actions you take today. Master your choices before they master you, and keep growing, ladies and gentlemen, one even slow, powerful decision at a time. And when you learn how to do this, you create an infrastructure, you create an ecosystem of success. Discipline loves structure, and it loves consistency. So let's keep making that happen and let you become very successful. Have a great one, everyone. I'll see you real soon. Check out believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations.